They're coming from behind. So Doombringer, Scorched Earth's off cooldown. He doesn't have Doom for another 12 seconds, so it's not the Dream Time and that Sentry Ward. It sees Misery, the Paralyzing Cast controlling up Weeha. Might want to bring in a couple more Meepos, and in fact he will do so, but it's right in the middle of that ultimate. Both the Death Ward as well as the Darkseer. You can keep the R controlled. More poops in, but Arteezy, that ultimate is keeping him alive. One charges as well. Finally he'll go down, and Weeha was even more aggressive. There's the control. A double kill for Pilot Eye. Weeha dropping very low with one of his Meepos. The attack from Samael, it will be enough. They'll trigger the Aegis to the Immortal, but the Doom's already killed off the Aegis. So it ends up being a 3-for-3 trade if you don't count the Aegis.
Top tower is under attack.
They're just trying to dodge the fight, but Samael, he can't dodge this. The Fiend's Grip from Pilot Eye came from behind, and Weeha instantly on top of him. They burned the Aegis to the Immortal.
They're too far away for this one. This is going to be a free kill.
Yeah, okay. Windrun won't really save you. Boobs are coming in, and there goes the Wind Ranger.
You know what the most exciting part about this game is? Is the warding war. Just look at the amount of sentries that PPD has placed.
Arteezy, trouble. He's trying to go for that concoction, and Weeha is about to split himself up, but Arteezy just TP's out, but he's killed himself in base. He actually stunned himself up inside the base and killed himself in front of the throne. That wasn't part of the plan. He meant to throw the concoction, but this had to.
That is so unfortunate. They're gonna kill Fear in mid, but it doesn't even matter.
PPD. They're baiting PPD up. Oh, Fear, like you know he's there. There goes your Doom. Universe gonna four-star PPD out with the mech to try and keep him alive. And PPD already had that Voodoo Restoration on, so he'll be fine. Oh, Weeha, he's going in for more. Samael, the jump, they get the stun, as well as getting the kill on PPD.
They're still a tier 2 alive.
On full tilt right now, as the tier 2 tower will drop. Actually, no, they can't get it. The creepway's a little bit too far away. But they just wiped EG after the Artur accident.
I feel like for a second they lost focus.
Push out your illusions, do the work.
Yeah, exactly. Mid lane. He's gonna get doomed.
He goes on Arteezy. That Chemical Rage is still up, however. For the moment, the Paralyzing Cast will keep Eternal Envy out.
Oh, he's gonna even find a haste.
Oh, this is just too good. The PPD will not be so good. He'll get caught out. God, with the 4-star forward, it looks a little funky. But Misery gets a spike carrier. Now Weeha's really gonna fight. The Meepos are arriving. The Wind Ranger, the Mail is gone. Universe as well. They try and force off out a little bit further. He will be able to surge away to safety. How is Arteezy still? He's just legging it north. Push out this creep wave. He does not want Secret coming in.
Weeha's gonna go for the TP.
He's coming in. Arteezy, he's all around him. There's the ensnare. Concoction this time around. He will be able to get the stun. Starts the TP out. Is there another Earthbind? Arteezy! He's home! Barely surviving. This time the combo works.
The last 2 hits both miss because an Arteezy barely makes it out of there. Careful if you're PPD. Look at that net range.
It's just so big. The Secret aren't coming. Like the Earthbinds just keep him out, but now they will. Arteezy, is he going to get the range for the concoction? Yes, he will. Goes up. They get the shackle on Weeha as well. Fear for the follow-up concoctions. Well, where is actually the stun? He just goes for the slow at the moment.
Oh,
and
here
now
comes
they go with the big purpose, but it's a big wall as well. Get me from Universe, allowing him to get off as Samael. Happy to stand his ground, goes to the tower, but where is your extra damage? You've lost your Witch Doctor. Arteezy is doomed up. They've lost 3. Universe is going to be the 4th one to go down, and they just called good game. That was the last roll of the dice. They didn't want to wait until Secret came up. They want to try and catch him out inside the Radiant jungle, and it will not work.
What a dominant strategy by Team Secret. They were able to rotate the Meepo in so successfully into that bottom lane. They took control of a lot of these lanes, and Misery was just able to keep them off kilter for so long. He was able to make 2 ganks successful. They put the pressure on Arteezy early, even getting the solo kill by that Meepo on that mid lane.
It's just, it's a great story for Team Secret for game number 1 because this is the full best of 5. They've already come second.
Useful with your time.
Top lane, Misery, there's your Tombstone committal. It's before 9 times, so he doesn't have that extra movement speed, and Samael's going to burn him out. First blood will go to the dual lane off lane of evil geniuses. And they desperately needed to start like this. Highlight Eye came in with first that brain zap, and now he's got it off cooldown. Fear will just get soaked down. And there's your revenge kill. Double nuke combo. The Tombstone is still down, so Misery may not be able to escape from this one. Highlight, no more mana to really play with. Tombstone does time out, so Samael gets himself, well, Undying is the one who actually gets the revenge kill. Samael's just able to pick up the experience from it, and with the Tuskar rotating in, that's a nice time to move it in. There goes your Bane. The first movement off that bottom.
No, they're smoked up.
They're coming to contest up Ancient area.
Yeah, Sumail's so strong right now. There's no reason for you not to.
He's only got one spirit to commit, but the snowball,
He's gonna go down.
It goes actually all the way up to Puppey, and they isolate Weeha by throwing out the ice shards. They'll still move up, and these plague wards are going to cause a couple of problems, but not too many. Not while you've got help from Arteezy and PPD. Puppey, Universe just chasing him further. The Spirit jumps forward, a long jump, allowing him to get the Assyrian chains off. Universe got Nightmare at the same time, and Pylai die. The snowball cancelling the TP out to Sumail. He's going to come back in again. They isolate him inside the shards. A Walrus punch to find the kill, and Ember Spirit, he's still got more to work with. Spirits as well as Searing Chains. Eternal Envy and Misery think they might have something here. With PPD right behind him, there is nothing to take.
He's just making sure that this top area doesn't get pushed, and they just don't trade pointlessly.
Have to go to the tier 2 tower to get there though.
Our Sumail is right now.
Misery, that's a little too close. Snowfall's
What ice
gonna
shard?
catch him out. Just locking him. Misery was just trying to hide in the tree line, but they were cutting through. He just wanted to fall back. So he just tried to make a bolt for it. Fail, and Night Stalker down. Delaying up that Aghanim Scepter, which Secret desperately need.
They've just abused Misery this game. They haven't allowed him to get anything by just constantly bye-banning.
And they got more. They caught out Puppey. Have they still got another stun? Have they got anything? Searing Chains. Puppey won't escape from this one the way Weeha did before. Tombstone alive as well. These plague wards are causing a problem, but it's also because Weeha's up too far. Universe, once again, his control has been wonderful. His initiation's perfect. And that is going to be 4 heroes down for Team Secret. You've actually got another fight. Nagasar in the song allows Eternal Envy to escape from Artur.
And Artur at the same time, he picked up Highlight Die while that entire sequence of...
Well, they found him. Highlight Eye, a little bit too far out. There's the shards. Can't break himself free of this one. And then, well, has to go into the Fiend script. Not possible to complete the full duration. The ensnare will be there for Nagasar, but Universe is just so damn strong. They can't get to the Tombstone and Sumail. Here, Undying helping out, so the pain's going to go down. There's Arteezy and Sumail really trying to hunt down Sama inside the Dire base, and he will drop. Same with the Venomancer. They've lost 3. Arteezy, the mech charge will keep him alive, as well as the Soul Rip. They just can't control him. Blink away to safety, doesn't have to walk himself out. They leave the Observer Ward behind in Secret. They're just losing player after player in really unfortunate positions. Unfavorable positions, I should say.
They did such a good job of controlling that fight. They had the Tombstone on the high ground. Artur came in from behind. They had no way to get out. Really well done. And I mean, honestly, this entire series is going to come down to the drafting battles. In the first game, we saw Team Secret
tower in the bottom lane before they go for more. Meanwhile, Arteezy still free farming up the top lane, all by his little lonesome.
Alright, you have to win this fight if you're Team Secret. You've committed to sleep. This is a do or die situation.
Wait for the timing. Venomancer ulti. The blink away. Where is that timing? Sumail actually got himself a little bit more distance. His spear stands on the front line. He's got a 2-man decay. He will still pop to the Nagasar, but Universe makes his way in. The Shallow Grave.
Here comes Arteezy.
And there is the Searing Chain. Arteezy in through the rear, but it's the snowball control on Weeha actually going through Weeha, allowing Sumail to finish him off. Well, focusing on that Bane. And Arteezy as well as Universe want to go in deeper. Arteezy's too slow. Body blocking up Universe. What do we got flying in? Arteezy's full BKB base, and that's exactly what they're searching for. The TA traps gave him a little bit of extra vision. Weeha to buy some space, but Arteezy just jumps him, triggers the BKB. The Gale still was able to connect, and Weeha, one attack will finish the job, or maybe just Abaddon throwing in his nuke.
Full Scotty completed on this Ember Spirit now, and 2,300 gold on PPD. For once, this is not a poor Peter. He's got quite a lot backing him up.
He found Nagasar, and Naga does not want to have to burn the sleep for this. He might
he's gonna get the triple spirit.
Okay, that's a lot of damage. Mansa, but he's got time to blink himself out. That refraction charges up, protects his blink dagger cooldown time. They just really want to try and finish up this Rax now. Envy, ensnare on Arteezy. He's still got the Aegis Immortal. We've got to keep this in mind while this fight begins. It is a 3-man, now 4-man song. There's the extra help. The Ember Spirit just jumps up. You do get the ulti up for the snowball. Actually pulls him in. You might be covered up in the Venomancer ulti, but do you even really care? You've won the game. GG is the call. Team Secret. They went in for the one last hurrah, but there was nothing more to be gained. EG will level the series at 1-1.
Game number 1, Team Secret really crushed them, but in this game it was all EG from start to finish. 30-3 is the final kill score. They kept up a kill a minute in a game like this against a Naga and a Venomancer. Really well played by them.
And it was beautiful Dota is what it was. For now, Let's get the thoughts on how beautiful it is. Down to 550 life. So it's not that brilliant. Okay, PPD, that's also not the plan. Turns around, but it's going to be the attack coming in from Plummet to get the kill. And they also get the crush onto Samel. Misery, he can start this body blocking with his second standard blast. They get a lot of damage, but not enough to get through that Ember Spirit. Maybe with that Satyr in 1 second, it's got the blast.
One more hit!
And there's the one hit, and Puppey getting himself a double kill. This is why Nahaz basically had the E thing. It is just, it's a wonderful experience to watch Puppey play, Chen.
That was pretty insane, actually. Did you get doomed at top?
Are they actually having a crack? It's Samel. This could be a big return. They're trying to take care of the tombstone first, and Fear, with the Soul Rip, is keeping alive a Puppey. He rotates himself over. Fear will get nuked. The male's caught in the tree line, and he cannot get himself back to safety. So even though Eternal Larry Chen, and because these 5 kills, the Mexicans come up early in Misery. He's low on life, but it's all bait. The Hand of God's available, but the Troll Trap, Puppey, okay, there's your first Troll Trap. There should be a secondary one available, but they go for the Crush to start with. Then the Centaur Stomp. Perfect control. Misery still needs to get himself out of here. And then the second control. Samel did a little bit too deep. Just one Misery on 1 life. The burn will come out from the shield. The Soul from Fear will allow to keep him alive too. But where are these Centaurs? There's no more stones. Puppey just tries to tank it up. Samel being chipped away by the Trolls. He is on 34 life, but there are no more creeps for Chen to kill him off.
And most importantly, they get all of the creeps. Sumel's even going to live for this one, and that was a pretty significant streak to get. I like
bottom lane. He can wait there as long as he wants to. Misery gonna balls up the sun a little bit, and now with the Lich Holding bouncing around, they do manage to defuse the situation pretty early on as far as the Lich Holding goes, but the Smarter also goes down for it. Samel jumping forward, the perfect shot from Weeha. It buys the space. The power shot still minimal to no damage as Arteezy runs forward. He's got refraction as well as meld up, being slowed down by this tornado of puppies, but it won't say Puppey.
Is under attack.
We got a little bit of trouble for Universe. He got doomed up, so we got little chase on all sides of the map. The track just at the last moment came in there from Pylai Die. And PPD able to TP out to safety. There's a 2 with the troll behind him as well as a Cobalt. Puppey's got the movement speed to escape from this. But Samel wants to keep making the most out of this ace sprint. Unfortunately lost vision on Pylai Die because it was just the sentry ward which was down. Got the bounty onto a pop. Misery's gonna run out of here. He just wants to get away with murder. Won't be able to, however. That urn charge is on him. He'll start ticking out. Gets the crush on Samel. Looks for one last hit. He'll actually take the kill. Look to Tao, giving Arteezy a double kill. Charge on Puppey, but he doesn't really care for the moment. And now the shackle. Oh, Fear. Backed up at the perfect time. Samel jumps forward. Gets steering chains on Puppey. The Lich going to bounce through, but goes back. And Hand of God being triggered before the fight begins. Samel is running out of here. And the Doom from Envy, it won't be effective enough. EG, they can tank through it. The Tombstone will be dropping. The Universe wants to go for more. Arteezy blinks forward, chasing after Misery. But Shackle will latch both Arteezy and Fear together. Misery for the double cross. This is the turnaround they wanted to have. With a Shuriken toss bouncing down, need to come back into this. They've got their tracks available, and Misery sprints off cooldown 1 second. He's coming in for this one. You can dust up all you want, Fear, but you're amplified, and they're going for the doubles. Surveil, Misery going in deeper for him. The Undying TPing out. Highlight Eye unable to cancel that one. The Ember Spirit still brought down by Wind Ranger.
Is under attack.
That's the main one they wanted. They wanted the 3 cores. They didn't really care about Fear and Misery. With the amplification on PPD, he trying to underneath the tower, goes for the crush, but taking too much damage underneath that tower. He needs more help, and that's where Weeha kicks in. Can't get close enough for it. This tier 2 tower is just too much of a fortress for them to go under.
Still, that fight looks so good for EG. They managed to pick up the Doom. They don't lose anybody in that initial engagement. They kill a Chen for free. They pick off the Doom. The Doom was used as well. That looks so good for them. But that Shackle shot and the amplified damage from the Slardar completely turns that around. Really well played.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But judging by EG's movement there, yeah, they're backing up. They're very, very cautious about this. Smel's still forcing out the top lane. And PPD's in a position where he can break the smoke with Universe. The blink forward from Weeha, catching out the poor Night Stalker, who dies so quickly.
Dire's top tower is
and
under
it opens
attack.
up a space, 45 seconds worth of space in fact, while you've still got Nagus Immortal on your Wind Ranger.
You want to get pretty aggressive here. You've got a hero like Chen who really excels at being able to push down towers for free, just because he can keep the rest of your wave on their Night Stalker. So it's pretty much having that path.
They're coming for it. They found one. It's Weeha locked on the hillside. He jumps forward. There goes your Angus Immortal. That's easy. He's in real trouble. Amplified up. There's no more refracted kind of puppy Centaur. He's getting controlled. He can't move anywhere. Fear is also doomed up for now, so basically delete him from the fight. Misery focuses now over on Universe. They're just pushing EG back, and Universe has nowhere to go apart from down with the Shackle and the Shuriken toss. They got all the control, and that may have been the last roll of the dice. The male is the last man alive down the bottom lane. But Secret, they're basically turned that 15k worth of net worth into zero. The equation that ends up happening. Universe moving forward. As EG is smoked up now.
They're gonna have the high ground for this.
Smoke, and this is for EG. They go for the Fearing Chain, and do they have more? Doombringer force back, and RTZ dumps himself in. He really wants this Doombringer down during the period of the Star Snap Cutter. There's no Doom for Team Secret to fight with. There's still a 1-for-1 trade-off here as the Mel goes in deeper. Misery looking for the crush, but he's getting controlled up, and Misery in a huge amount of trouble. Popping as well, the team is going to be successful. They'll take 3. It's RTZ with a triple kill. Mel going in deeper.
Oh, he went way too far.
Oh, he's in deep. Underneath the tier 3 tower, the double buybacks. They're going to get the crush on Artur. He's down for the count. 90 seconds on the sideline. It's almost like EG said, if we do not win this with a 5 wipe, we do not win this at all. PPD will die in the tree line. Instantly nuked down. There's a kill for Wind Ranger. And this looks like mission impossible.
I mean, for a second, I actually thought EG was going to do it, but they straight up everything. And he's got a Doom available for himself and Boots of Travel. I don't really know how you hold this if you're Evil Geniuses, because the assault is from both fronts.
Steal as much strength as you possibly can, Fear. That's all you could try and do.
He's doing a really good job of it right now.
And now he's going to get doomed up. Even with 30 solid strength, he's incapable of surviving against the Doombringer. The mid lane has been completely destroyed. Your Ember Spirit is back alive, but your top tier 3 tower is gone. PPD destroys everything down, and there's Samal jumping in. You've already got your crush, and it's good game. It's GG. Team Secret. They go 30-17. The control is definitely there for most of the game. Felt like a non-factor until that triple kill. Until that triple kill happens. And things went horribly, horribly wrong.
And Weeha just looks so satisfied after that game. 11-1 to his name, but I mean, the true star for me this game was just Puppy and how much space he was able to create. And Team Secret, they're so close to, I think this is going to be their first LAN win with this team. And more importantly, this is going to be EE's first LAN win since...
Wow. Wow,
this is definitely going to Game 5. I believe you're playing PA.
That's a real thing. Arteezy, they start with Stifling Dagger. They're going to glimpse Arteezy back in again.
He dodges the
stun. He dodged a strike array, but Arteezy, he'll go down. The Courier as well. What are you doing here? He's actually, they can't reach him. Can't reach it. The Stifling Dagger. But what have you got, like on PPD, on Fear?
A lot of fight. Team Secret, they've got to be worried at Puppy.
Oh, they fought. Puppy's in too deep. He'll throw down the ulti, which means it will lock in Arteezy. Misery trying to amplify up and crush him down. And there is that crit coming in with the Ancient Apparition helping out. That's going to be a still 1-for-1 trade-off. Laguna Blade from Weehan did the work.
They want to look for more, though.
Yeah, can they catch it? The Blink crush forward. Fear is the main man out of position. They back forward, but Universe, the Stifling Dagger will severely slow him down and will allow for another Fire Strike Array. PA just wants to attack in and will be able to do so. Weeha, he's the man that finds the last bit of physical damage. The TP out from PPD is successful. And EG.
This might mean...
Fortified.
He might also want to be careful about these Necrobugs. Puppy gonna get caught out, puts the ball down, waiting a little bit longer before he drags Arteezy back. Puppy, he should explode right now. Locked in inside the edge of that destruction ulti. Arteezy wants to go for more. Weehan, no defensive Yule Step to revolve with him. He needs PA to jump in and give him that ultimate strike array by space. And Arteezy, he's been brought down. No crit, however, Frenzy. But the Thunder Strike will do the work. The back from Universe trying to control Pylai die, but he doesn't have enough life for this. The Familiars, they don't have enough damage, and there's your crit from Eternal Envy. He finds the other, and it's all up to Fear. He's up on top lane as his Familiar burst try and track down Puppy. They've got their stuns available, but Weehan rotates over this. No resummon available. They cannot afford to lose these guys. In fact, did it lose one, and this is Roshan for C. And they want to come up. Misery blinks forward, and where do they go? The Vortex drops. So Misery already realized there's a couple of them here. Fear's going to get glimpsed, but it has no real effect. Samel It's actually the stifling dagger flying to RTZ, and there's your back wall from Universe, catching out 3. Them enough to solve the damage. Poppy will drop down. PPD throwing out the ice blast. It's already a little bit too late, as Weeha can't even pick off Samael. EG, they'll get rid of the tombstone, they'll get rid of the disruptor. With a great initiation, they don't find much more than this. But the creep wave is there, and they're looking for the chase. Coming after Misery, who's going to TP himself out. They do find that opening over on the Phantom Assassin, and Eternal Envy in real trouble until he can blink out to Weeha. Hanging around for his teammate. You'll step to defensive is still available for Weeha. Or maybe even aggressive at this point. Nope, it will be the defensive one as the buyback comes out from Puppy. They want to try and fight. EG is very, very deep on the secret side of the base, and they want to punish it. And having that happen, you just drag him all the way back. Slide a fist from Arteezy. He's able to get the kill over on the lead. Control going. The crush is not going to be enough. Fear is being controlled. Puppy just kiting him out, and the amplification keeps the vision up, as well as allowing them to find the kill. Misery a second too late to catch out PPD, who TPs himself back to home.
So you get the kill on a Weeha. Arteezy does walk away with 1. He's got the Battle Fury completed too. He's out the status Roshan. Maybe not the greatest thing in the world, but Misery being very, very open to coming in. These Necro books have already been triggered. Roshan's not dead yet. Misery with his BKB. He jumps in, but they jump back out again. The Puppy ulti is down, but Fear, he's in real trouble. The back will come back out. The wall's not really doing enough at the moment. Visage has dropped an Eternal Envy, praying for a crit. Finally gets one over on PPD, who wants to keep running himself away. Still can't find another one. Bam, strike up, not going to happen. Not with the triple suns coming down from Fear's Familiars. It's still a 2-for-1 trade-off. Roshan battling up against undead minions, but this wall has divided the river. Misery wants to try and loop around it. He's got a potential blink to double crush. He sees Samael as well as PPD. Jumps in. He actually gets the extra bash as well. Misery for the double kill. Samael needs to blink up. An extra ball to slow down this Lada. Universe right behind the Iron Shell burn. It was just in range. Lada will be awarded the kill, however. Might even get Puppy here, as he's pretty isolated out, but the real target right now is for the Roche. Everyone's starting to buy back as Weeha's gonna walk in. They've got vision of this. The bash even hits on a Samael.
There's no Laguna Blade though. He's still 8 seconds away, but the physical damage is enough. The Yule Scepter taking RTZ out. Now that means no Flame Guard, but Universe back in again to go in for that big back. But Misery too quick on the mark. They're gonna glimpse back Universe as well. Secret, their buybacks, they're now instantly worse at getting the kill on 2 more cores. Not to mention Roshan. These birds from Fear are causing real issues around Roshan. And that's why they're moving out. They want to get rid of a couple of them at least. There's 1, but they can't get the couple. There's 2.
The Ice Blast is going to fall in, hit Weeha. This is going to make them kind of reconsider for half a second, but
yeah, Yule Scepter.
Just get the birds and you're perfectly okay. Everyone's filtered in now. Arteezy had to use a buyback for that fight. Still was unsuccessful. They weren't able to hold the Roche. Now it's going to be Secret that take it for themselves, moving themselves 1 step closer, being able to win.
And Weeha getting lucky too. He picked up a full regen rune. Straight back up to full life. You can see Secret, even though they did expend money, they really just get the biggest advantage. 13
immediately run into him. Misery should just blink away.
Oh, that wasn't the dream. Misery does blink out. The Observe Ward was only just deep water. That was EG's vision with the back. 3-man wall with the Ice Blast. Well off target, Samael will be able to get the roar over on Misery, but Eternal Envy on the back lines, keeping Arteezy out of the fight. Samael gets critted up though. That's not the way to live through this. He's so low on life, and he will go down from the Thunder Strike. They try and bring him back. Misery caught out from the west side. Weeha, he wants more. It is still available for him. It's a 1-for-1 trade-off. They glimpse Spear back a little bit further. PA, there goes your Laguna Blade with the slaves flicking forward. Weeha, he's going to finish the job, but Pylai dies in a lot of trouble. You burnt your Aegis Immortal on Eternal Envy, and now it's just up to Weeha and Eternal Envy. The Necro units right behind him. Arteezy, side of 5th steering chain controllers. His drops are available.
There's 1, there's 2.
The 3rd one, now it comes down just in the nick of time, and they will kill off Eternal Envy and Evil Geniuses, having a favorable fight.
I think it just came down to the fact that Eternal Envy didn't have all the time, so you just had to throw out the Abyssal. Otherwise, Arteezy just gets out. Better to chance it than anything.
It's Roshan time again. The big man's up. And well, there's your jump forward. Samael getting caught. He wants to go for the roar. The Ice Blast will be able to connect, but doesn't do any of the burst damage over onto the PA. Meanwhile, on the back lines, it's Arteezy being harassed down by Weeha, who will be able to pick off Universe. Misery was going to ensure it with a crush, but PVD will drop as well. There's a 3-for-0 trade-off, and Fear is stranded. There's no way home. 4 heroes lost. They do pick up Eternal Envy. But at the same time, Roshan spawns up, so you're gonna lose the next Aegis the Immortal as well.
Or for one trade, Lena's going for more. He doesn't have.
He jumps to defensive spirit.
Oh, that would have been.
That would have been amazing.
And now RTZ goes the other way.
He blinked himself forward. Oh, they get the jump. It's over on Fear with Ehan, Life Strike Array, Laguna Blade as well, Misery to follow it up, but the back to the wall is up here from the Darkseer. Misery taking so much damage. Weeha, he's dead already. The Ice Blast will fly in, but it's still that PA on the front line. Able to ensure the kill over on Visage, but RTZ wants more. The Familiars are moving forward, and the BTs, they're being used on the Familiars. And say hello to Samael, the Glimpse, you're going to send him all the way back into the Dire jungle at this point, as PA battling up against himself. The illusions from the Darkseer wall. Universe has that Blink Dagger. He's jumping forward into the ultimate of Puppy, but then with the crush, the Sleight of Fist, the damage, Universe will go down. Eternal Envy saw the opening and just went for it. The Familiar control wasn't enough for him to work with. And now, with the buy-up from the double BTs, it's the blink forward from Weeha. Able to get forward into PPD. And this is real trouble for EG. They don't have buyback on Universe or on Fear. It's gonna be a very tough defense for them.
Without the Darkseer.
The easiest tower you've ever seen, and there's your buyback from the Ancient Apparition. Look for that Ice Blast to come in. That's the reason why Envy has to jump out to a different avenue. Using that blink, but Weeha is still going to work. The fresh Familiars are up, they'll get rid of the Tombstone. The tower's still alive for the moment, they're gonna glimpse Fear back a little bit further, and there's Misery. Forward on the crush, protecting Eternal Envy. He's still got the Aegis, the Immortal has been burnt off this entire time. Arteezy can't dump himself out. This one, the Searing Chain's looking for the control, with the controller stronger from Puppy, with that Static Storm. 4 heroes down for Evil Geniuses. It's about to become 5. They're all dead right now. The Darkseer might respawn back to life again. They're trying to pick up these Familiars. You still haven't achieved the objective. They have to bring down the tier 3 tower, but the back wall! Universe! He jumps in for it! He burns the Aegis, the Immortal, Pylai die, the TV out barely in the nick of time. He took so much damage from PA. There's your BTs, it's coming back. It is gonna be Weeha back to the front line. Universe, it goes up, we can't protect him anymore.
That's gonna be fine.
And now he's gonna go down. No, he won't. The Grief, no, will be. The PA jumps forward. They'll find the damage. There's no buyback on our TV. There's no one alive for each. Even if Beastmaster come up in 13 seconds, he's not enough to stop this push.
Him alone, he's not going to be able to do it. They might just give up this Rax and say, okay, we'll fight for the last tier 2 at top. This is huge damage done to the base right now, and a lot of gold on the side of Eternal Envy. He's got 6,300.
He's jumping in. He went for the Blink Claw with the Necro Books down as well. Laguna Blade, there's your back again for Universe. The damage, he can't even kill a Puppy. He got glimpsed back. The Ice Blast on the way, and Puppy just on the edge of it. Doesn't get connected. Chill is over on the leader, but that won't be enough. Universe jumps forward. He needs some extra control. The Abyssal Blade, however, there's no mana for it. There was just the one-hit bash that came out that did the work, but Universe wants to keep going. Blink 1 second time. Weeha buys the space with the Yule Scepter, and where do you go, Universe? He surges back home. He will not take the risk and chase any further, but they keep their bottom racks alive. And you've still got chances for these Ice Blasts. It's off cooldown in 5 seconds time for Ancient Apparition.
And that was the best possible scenario that you were going to get out of that. Just losing 1 set of racks when you had 5 heroes down and no buyback in RTZ.
Oh, PPD. He's in real trouble. Tries to actually juke it out to the tree line, but he wasn't ready for the Shadow Blade of Weeha to see him. The Ice Blast might connect, and now Universe actually jumping forward.
Got the vacuum wall.
Making it difficult for him to escape, but the Suns are just too good. Arteezy moves the front line, got the burn over on Puppy, turns on that shield as Puppy, the Ghost after being easy, cannot attack him, but there's your back wall. Catching out Misery. They need to get more than this. The BTs are coming in against the Suns on Highlight Day. It's the male who BTs forward, but Arteezy will dodge it with his Sleight of Fist as well. He'll survive the Vault charge up, and they'll go for more as well. Misery needs to crush up Universe, but now it's the male on the front lines. He doesn't have his Roar available. And also with PA behind him, they're not sure about this, but they just use the Darkseer illusions to move forward. Universe, 1 second, he can blink forward, slowing down PA, but PA blinks up to Misery, who'll force off him in, as Seeker desperately scramble to get home.
Can't afford to lose anymore because the Lina doesn't have buyback available.
He's forward. That's going to be the Beastmaster. It's the male. They do get a good ulti up from Puppy. And a lockdown on TNT. He's too far forward. 99 seconds on the sideline. Weeha cannot be controlled. That Yule Scepter was up. He blew everything. They blew all their big ultimates.
After that too, they don't have the buyback available on RTZ. Before that fight they did, but This might just cost them the game right now. They're gonna have to hold 4v5. They've got the heroes to do it. You don't have the wall in, and I think that's what Secret are waiting for.
Look at PA. Envy just goes around the side. He can smell this land final. The victory, he hasn't got one in a very long time. But there's your back in with the ice. Misery is going to be very low. Probably just out from this one. But where is your extra damage? EDG, they're actually pushing Secret back out, even though it is a 3-on-5. Secret will re-engage in. There's still no buybacks available, and PA so far on the front line triggers the BKB, gets the Basher over the Dark Steel with the Laguna Blade. Instantly, you have to buy back on him, but the Ancient Apparition's down as well. It is 2-on-5 now. They're losing their bottom ranks here, EG. The only thing that will stop this from being a triple ranking is just the fact that Tier 2 Tower still survives on top. But Secret, they're going for the GG push. They're going for these Tier 4 towers.
I think they realized that if the Ember Spirit had buyback, he would have done it by now, but only 2 heroes alive, EG. This is a pretty impossible defense. They're going to go for it anyways.
Jump back, 2 men on the wall. Disruptor Aldi is looking pretty damn good. You took a 14 seconds until Arteezy's back alive. Misery's kept out Weeha. Low on life, but they're still beating into the fortress. The Familiars trying to buy this space. They don't have stunts. They're just going to go down. Misery with a double crush. The fortress still being ripped apart. Misery back to front lines. They just forced on top. Now Envy is... Oh, God. It's all done. 58 minutes down. That is going to be the fortress exploding. And Team Secret will be your champions of MLG. Live here in New Orleans, it's the finals of the world. And Team Secret, under their new roster, will claim their first LAN title. A much needed one for Eternal Envy as well.